Let's see what's going on. We are making pancakes this morning. If you want the recipe, I can probably quote it off to you real quick. Use a little sweet cream and ours. But anyways, let's get this going. We'll see if somebody shows up. And I got it mixed. We're fixing to throw it onto the griddle. Putting my spray, which is probably as bad as it can be for you. We don't really think about that, guys, but the stuff we spray on our griddle, you know, I have to look and see what kind of oil's in there, Pam or whatever you get, whatever brand you get. This is HEB. I was sticking in front of the camera going the wrong way, but it's a lot of these, it's got propane in them. That's what pushes it out. The pressurizing is propane. We'll see what happens. See if we can make some. Flip y'all around here. I may stick you on the stand. And if you're in there, give a thumbs up. Let's get a little conversation going, and I'll show you what's going on here. Here's my griddle. Here's my batter. Well, we made up 1/3 cup, and this is pretty thick. This is really probably better for a waffle batter than a pancake batter. It's a little bit thick, but it's going to work. And since it is thicker, guys, it does cook a little bit slower. So turn my heat down. This one, you never get all of it out of a cup. So that's why a lot of times you'll see instructions say use a 1/4 cup. Well, you got to use a spatula to get a 1/4 cup out of there, right? So if you use a 1/3 cup, you can get a little bit more without having to dig it out. But I went in, I got 2 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. It's going to give it a little bit of fluffiness. And then I have got 3/4 of a cup of cream, heavy whipping cream. I got 1 cup of milk, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. No, half teaspoon of salt is in there. 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. I used Watkins this morning, but I like those pretty good. And we're gonna let them cook up till we start seeing bubbles. Again, you got something to say, hey, throw it in there. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me you like the recipe, whatever you want to do. But see if we can get a little chat going. Here we go. Got 5. I'm going to go right here. How's that? That is left over from my smothered pork chops last night. That oil in that skillet. So yeah, I fried up some nice pork chops, center cut pork chops, and fried them off. Just did like kind of like with chicken fried on them. Then I put them in gravy, and we cooked them, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes till they were fork tender, and you didn't even need a knife. You just break that fork apart, and then we made some potatoes to go with it. But right now, oh, and broccoli. Yep, she made broccoli too. She reminded me. But we got that going. And I would say none of my buddies are here yet because nobody has said hello. So everybody that has dropped by is probably somebody that don't know me and does this. My latest video was some tips on doing a filet mignon. Maybe coming up on Valentine's Day. I know the ladies like fillets. Mine really does. And so I've got filet mignons for her. For that, but showed you how to do that. And the week before that, I did things not to do on a stick burner, right? Offset smoker. So I did 5 things do not do, and then I gave you 5 things to do with 1 extra bonus one, number 6. That video's up. You may have seen it in some of my shorts. If you watch my shorts, I've been putting one of those in there with the related videos so people can go watch the whole thing. But as you can see, we're starting to get bubbles. Let's see here if it's, oh yeah. We'll make it enough, flip it over. Ooh, a little too much. Had that burner a little warm. These are thicker, right, with that using that heavy cream. So, like I said, this is more of a thickness maybe of a waffle batter, but we got it going anyways. It's going to be all right. Probably could have went to a half a cup of cream in there just to put that sweet cream flavor in it, but they're not bubbling quite as much. There we go. I like that one better than the first two, but we'll keep them going. Guys, y'all got some questions, you want the recipe, let me know. It's a pretty good recipe, I think. But we're gonna toast these up, let them go, get some more cooked. I do have some natural or real maple syrup I'm gonna try today. I had somebody send this to me, and I just found a can of it back in the back that I thought we'd used it all, hadn't. So, pure maple syrup, product of Quebec, Canada. So we're gonna get that. Canadian Jim, he used to be on all the time, followed my channel, a lot of other channels, but he mailed me a case of these, and I just found one. It comes with a little recipe on top. Everyone's got a little different recipe. See if that'll, can't tell what that one is. But anyways, different. It's got some kebab recipes and different things. So I'm gonna see how real maple syrup. Y'all know, hey, is real maple syrup any better than the stuff we got? Right? The Aunt Jemima, or it's not Aunt Jemima anymore. But what used to be Aunt Jemima, log cabin, all those different ones. All right, these are looking pretty good. Since they are thick, I'm gonna leave them a little bit longer because I want them to cook all the way through. Since that batter may not hurt for me to put a little more milk in that batter. I could thin it up some, but like I said, it's a really good waffles. You need waffle batter a little bit thicker. But that is what we're doing today. Yes, I said breakfast. It is a late breakfast, guys. Got up this morning early doing some YouTube stuff, trying to do a little editing of some shorts. And my mother-in-law got up to get ready to go to church, and her well was down. So I ran up to her house, had to work on the water well, get it going. So by the time we got her water going, it was too late for us to get ready for church. So anyways, that's what's going on today. So we're not making it to church. Usually we try to do that. We'll probably turn it on here in a minute. My buddy, if y'all don't follow him, Jeff Gore, cowboy music and cowboy and gospel music. Jeff puts his sermons online, and if he's out preaching on a Sunday, he'll go live and do that. So you can follow him on Facebook and do that, or on YouTube. You can find his on YouTube. You can find all of his videos of a lot of his sermons, a lot of his music. Some gospel, some cowboy tunes, a little bit of both. Liv, you want to give me a plate over here to sit these on? But anyways, that's what we're doing today, guys, is we're cooking. Here's my batter. Y'all can see here in a minute, I'm going to put some more on, and y'all be able to see exactly how thick it is. But very first two were a little bit dark. Had the griddle a little bit hot. Break one of these open maybe in a second, let you see it. And I was talking about a while ago our spray, which probably isn't real good for us. Probably better off to get something. Avocado oil is not a bad oil. I cook with coconut oil, a lot of beef tallow, lard, butter. Those would probably be better options. The propellant is what pushes it out. The reason it says flammable is they use propane. You believe that? So here we go. Y'all can kind of see my batter. It's a pretty thick batter. It's a little bit thick for pancakes. It's a great waffle batter, and I can give you the recipe again here in a second, but it is. And I sifted everything. 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and that's for fluff. If you don't like baking soda, maybe it's adverse to the taste of it, you can leave that out. But we got all that going. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then we've got 1 whole egg. And I have 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream. And I have got 1 cup of regular whole milk. There we go. Got a couple more we'll get out of that. But, oh, excuse me, it's telling me to go back this way. Sorry, guys. Messed it up there. My phone was telling me. 17 people watching me bake pancakes this morning, or griddle up some pancakes. And we're always looking for the bubbles. Since this is thicker, you're not going to get bubbles as quick. You're not going to get them as fast. But again, it's a good recipe. Throw some comments in there if you're wondering what's going on. I do have a lot of breakfast videos. One of my top videos is how to fry an egg. I do sunny side up and over easy, and it's got over 1 million views on it. That one video. So, hey, there's a thumbs up. Appreciate that. But I've got that in there. I got a lot of Blackstone griddle recipes, things like that going on. But Dutch oven cooking, got that going on. Campfire cooking, got some camp stove stuff, a lot of barbecue stuff, a lot of really good Mexican food recipes. So you can find a lot of different things on my channel, Texas style cuisine, right? Other things we cook here at home. That's kind of what we do. And we're always trying to get new content up. I post 2 shorts every day. A lot of times they are remixes of old videos of mine. And do that a lot because I've got over 400 long videos, so I can go back and remix those. It pulls out a 15-second clip. We're up to 27 watching me griddle up some pancakes this morning. But as you can see, it's a little bit thicker. Bubbles don't pop through quite as much. I got the temperature down so that they will cook all the way through. Here's one of the early ones. Let's see if it did cook all the way through. Yep, it's a nice fluffy pancake. Cooked through, fluffy. I like it. You know what? That's what I forgot. That's why they're a little bit thick. I did not put in my quarter stick of melted butter.
We forgot it. It's right here.
My wife melted it, and those do not have, that's why they were a little thicker than usual. And I thought, well, maybe that's the way I do my waffles. But should have had a quarter cup of half a stick, quarter cup of melted butter, which I left out. But heck, it still does taste pretty good. But they are a little bit thick. That would have thinned them out a little more.
Can you put some butter in this one?
Nah, not enough to have to worry about. It tastes good. Been better with the butter, but it's not bad.
Oh, that tastes really good.
If you have any questions, guys, put them in there. Make sure you give a thumbs up before you head out. Hey, and get by and watch my barbecue videos. I was telling the guys a while ago, I just did one on filet mignon. It's kind of a date night deal. Valentine's Day coming up. Some tips, and in that I use a skewer maybe you haven't seen before to secure your bacon. So go watch that and see if you like that idea, and tell me if you've seen that idea for the skewer I use to hold my bacon on. But that was my last one. It went up yesterday, and last week was 5 things not to do on an offset smoker. So you can get on there, look at that, see if you agree with those 5 things. Let me know what your 5 things are on it. Also, hey Steve, how's it going? Hey, there you go. That sounds good. And you know, look here what I got, Steve. Since is that how y'all say that? Pure maple syrup from Quebec. Canadian Jim sent me that. Thought I'd used it all, but I actually found my wife found a can in the back of the cabinet, so I don't see an expiration date anywhere, so we're gonna give it a try and see if it's any good this morning on these pancakes. But yeah, so anyways, I did 5 things don't do, and I give you 5 tips of things to do, and then I throw in one little bonus tip also at the end that you might enjoy. But it's not long. It's only about 7.5 minutes long, so it should be pretty easy for you to watch. See that right there? It's a little bit, you can tell it's on the back side of that big old griddle. So I'm gonna flip those over and let them cook this way with that darker side back there for a little bit. My wife's already grabbing hers. And am I doing it right? All right, see, I left my butter out. 1/4 cup of melted butter should have went in there, and I went off and left it out. My wife had stuck in the microwave and melted it, and I forgot all about it. So, they still taste good. She tried one, but
It tastes really good.
it would have extended the recipe a little bit more, right? And it would have thinned them down some. I kind of thought, well, maybe I usually thin it more. Cooking these off the top of my head, and I was like, maybe I usually thin them more when I make pancakes, which I was thinking now just use a 1/2 cup of milk, right? Well, if we'd have added that butter in there melted, that would have been different.
Go ahead and make all of them and do what else. Finish off just crazy.
Hey, we're down in Texas, South Texas, south of San Antonio, between San Antonio and Laredo. That's where we're at. So we're down in the brush country is what they call this area. Not as far down as the valley, but we're about 2 hours from the border. See if I can get the rest of this batter out of here. We'll make it a couple of more pancakes. We'll get one for sure. There we go. None of my usuals are on there. Well, a lot of guys I know they're at church this morning, time with family. Daddy Dutch. You never go to his barbecue channel, you're missing out. Go see, he does a lot of Blackstone griddle stuff, and he does a lot of live breakfast. We were working this morning. My mother-in-law's water was off, so we had to work on the well this morning, and it's going to church. Usually I'm gonna try to do that. Grill Sergeant, go to the church, same place Grill Sergeant does. If y'all watch his channel, if not, y'all need to do that. He has got some great content out there, especially if you are a pellet grill enthusiast. Guys, he can give you the ins and outs of a pellet grill.
Babe, those are the second best pancakes I've ever.
The second best she's ever had. Which the best are at the Bunnery in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Maybe I need to leave the butter out of this recipe more often.
They were really good.
There we go. That recipe gave us, let's see, did 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11. Gave us 7 pancakes. Yeah, the land of mesquite. You're right about that. We are not short of mesquite. We cook with a lot of mesquite down here.
And it's blooming.
Is it blooming?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the mesquite starts turning green, ooh, talking too much, getting those out. That one got a little bit dark on me. So did that one. We said no more freezes. Once you see that if the mesquite tree starts blooming, no more freezes. The mesquite trees
Never lie.
do not get it wrong. They do not lie. That's right. So you can guess that was mine. She's not going to eat that one. I get to eat that one. Good. Well, Steve, like I said, I've got over 400 long form videos, got over 600 shorts on here. I don't know how many I got in total. I might be getting close to 700 shorts now, but I got a lot of shorts. Try to do 2 every day. Been doing that for over a year now. So I've got a ton of them. Some time during the summer, we slacked off, things going on. I didn't get shorts posted all the time, but I am back to posting 2 shorts a day and a long form every Saturday morning. Now that's the one I like. That is the right color there. Just with the thicker batter, those bubbles aren't coming through there near as much. Make sure you give us a thumbs up before you leave. Let's see here. Look at that one. It's starting to cook up nice. Just want to make sure they cook all the way through. The thickness will affect you guys. Okay, so you got to remember that. Eight people watching. Get in there and tell me where you're from. Looks to me like Steve is from Canada the way he was putting that up there a while ago. And I do have some natural maple syrup for, I tell you what, and I got a new part to we won't take this down until, y'all don't insult me, but we won't take this down until spring break. But yeah, I don't have the lights on right now. But here's my Christmas village. And this year, the new addition to it was all this maple right here. Steen's Maple House. That right there is like a candy molasses and stuff there. Got a molasses stove or a maple stove here. There's one back there in the building, and the smoker on that doesn't work. Was supposed to have, but it don't. And there's them boiling down the maple. Here you go. A couple of trees over here with buck hanging on them. Got a fella there carrying maple back across the bridge to the stoves. Gentleman there putting maple syrup into a sled the ox is pulling. And this one, actually, you can't see it. There's some snow on top of it, but they're pouring hot maple, I guess, into the snow to cool it. And I guess it'll bundle up there and do something. But give you a little tour of my Christmas village this morning. Shake that off. And there you go. You can kind of see it now. See where they're pouring the maple in? But that's it. That was one of the new additions. There was over 60 houses in it this year. Did y'all see that? Kind of like it. There's my bears. I think those bears are pretty cool. I got some little foxes back in there. But lights are off now. 2 trains. That train there is from let's see, 1963. It was put out by the Libby's Corporation. You send them 4 can labels and $10.95, and they'd mail you this train. If you look, it says Libby's pineapple right there, crushed pineapple, Libby's tomato juice. Well, my wife's name is Libby, short for Elizabeth, right? So it's from 63, still runs, and the trolley is from the 90s, Santa's trolley. So I have those 2 in there. Most of these are Department 56. And here's the Santa up there with a reindeer corral next to his house. I like that deadlock arms. So, anyways, there you go, little extra. You know what? I forgot about my dadgum pancakes. My wife got them off. She saved me. I was talking to y'all. But here we go. So you're watching Niagara with Marilyn on the big screen and me on the laptop. There you go. Multitasking. I like that. Well, guys, I tell you what, thanks for sticking with me a little bit. Appreciate the comments in there, Steve. Hit a thumbs up on the way out. I am going to get out of here and see if I can have some of these pancakes here. And y'all have a wonderful day. Have a great week this week. And remember to check out some of my other videos, right? Well, hello from Michigan, Kathy. You got here right at the end. I just showed people my Christmas village. It takes me about a month to build it. Got 60 houses in it. And we were talking maple syrup. So I went to show my new maple houses in there. So did that. Thanks for letting us know. We're going to put some real maple syrup on these pancakes. Give it a try. Hope y'all have a great week. Check out my other videos. I have a lot of barbecue videos from low and slow to hot and fast, grilling, Mexican food, Dutch oven cooking, camp cooking, a lot of things like that. So find those videos. Give me a subscribe. Share my videos around. I'm right at knocking on the door of 75,000 subscribers. And I need to make it to 100,000. So if y'all would like, share, comment, things like that on my videos, and see if we get that algorithm to like me and get me up to 100,000 people. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. I always do appreciate it. We're going to see you down the road. So long, everybody.